Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Soul Reader, which will be starting in approximately 4 minutes and 30 seconds. I look forward to seeing you all here. At least I hope I get to see you. And what's the best way for me to see you on the show? There will be a QR code that pops up that says Talk to Me. The easiest way to talk to me is just to scan that QR code, and within seconds, you will be on the show. So please stand by. I'll be with you in about 4 minutes. And also a reminder, if you're watching this in replay, you can fast forward right to the beginning of the show. So you don't have to wait another 3.5 minutes. So please stand by. We have about 3 minutes to the start of the show. I know there's a couple of ways that you can watch the show. One is going to my website, knowtobestill.com/podcast. You can also watch on Facebook and YouTube. And also, if you're on Facebook, there will be a link there that will put you right on the show so we can have a conversation, and you can still get a free reading on Tuesdays. So I hope you take advantage of that. I see we already have a few people in the audience. I'm happy that you're here already. And feel free to comment whenever you want during the show, or by sending any type of emoji. Hopefully it's a positive one that you send. So please stand by. We have about 1 minute and 22 seconds. So see you soon. And I just want to say hello, Elaine. I'm so happy you're here this evening. It always makes me feel warm inside that people I know are here. But I will do my best, the best I can this evening. We have about another 36 seconds and the show will start, so please stand by. Oh, look, here I am, live. I'm live. Welcome to all of you that are here. I'm Anthony Cordova, Tony C., the man about love, the soul reader. And I'm so happy that you all are here again. And also, I hope someone gets a free reading tonight. So that's what we're doing tonight. The same thing I always do every Tuesday night. Uh, so remember, you can watch this show on YouTube and Facebook and also at knowtobestill.com/podcast. And if you want to be in the show, the easiest way to do it is to scan the QR code that pops up during the show. And it just says, talk to me. So if you scan that QR code, all you have to do is follow the couple of little prompts and you'll be right on the show. And I'll see you when you're here. And actually, I see somebody here already. Ooh, and I hear an echo, which I shouldn't. Okay. Um, yeah, we have, I see who that is. Coco. I bet she doesn't know she's even here. Do you see that, my producer? Okay. All right. Well, we'll get back to that later. Um, Let me see. Tonight, tonight. The topic of this show tonight, to make sure I get it right, is be better than yesterday. Be better than yesterday. And this is a segment that I call Tony's Mind Mashup. Okay, Tony's Mind Mashup. And that is the topic for tonight. Be better than yesterday. Be better than yesterday. So what do I mean by that? That's a good question. What do I mean by be better than yesterday? What I mean is try, and this is try to do something or correct something or a behavior or an emotion that needs a little modification, that could be a little better. For instance, if you become angry at a coworker because the coworker was 5 minutes late into work, but you become angry at them, even if their job doesn't affect your job, you become angry at them. You have a negative emotion that serves no one in a positive way. So that coworker doesn't affect your paycheck. That coworker, because they were 5 minutes late, doesn't make you work harder. That coworker actually has no bearing on your life at all. But you might be angry because they're always coming in late. And you might say something like, why can they get come in late and get away with it? Why I come in late, early all the time, but they come in late all the time and they get away with it. They shouldn't be able to do that. They should be punished. What does it matter to you if they're punished or not? So what I'm saying is the next day, tomorrow, when you go into work and they're late again, think about it. Think about the anger you may feel and try to disperse it. Ask yourself, why am I so angry about the coworker being late? Why should I be so angry about the coworker being late? Why do I have these negative emotions? And what you'll find when you start asking yourself these questions. Actually, one other question I want you to ask yourself when you're asking these questions, and that is, what am I angry about? Because really, you're probably not angry at them. There's many other things you can be angry about. You can be angry about your position in life. Maybe you haven't accomplished as much as you think you should have accomplished by this time in your life. But it manifests in a way where it's directed towards someone else. It's anger, a negative emotion. And these things build up. When we're angry at ourselves, we tend to take it out on someone else. It may be the closest person to us. It may be a sibling. It may be a partner. But it's anger and it's negative. It's not a positive thing. So ask yourself, what can you do better about that? Really, what can I do to be better tomorrow than I was yesterday? What can I do? And there's many things you can do. When you feel that emotion, again, ask yourself why. Or when you feel that emotion, maybe you greet that coworker that's late in a positive way. Maybe you say, "Good morning. How are you? Did you have a good night?" And instead of being angry to that person, and you treat them with kindness, even though they're late, you treat them with kindness. You don't mention that they're late. You don't mention why are you late, or why are you always late? You're always late. No, kind. How are you? How's things going? You may find out that their life is really rough and they're going through a rough time. You might find that their partner has left them and they're trying to take care of their whole family by themselves. And it's a struggle just to get out the door and get kids where they need to be and fed and all of that. You may find that out. You may find out that after the separation or divorce from their partner, that they can't afford daycare anymore for their child, and that every day they're scrambling to find some place to leave their child because they have no place and not enough money. So just by doing something different the next day, trying to be better tomorrow than you were today, can change a lot of things. It can change things for you, how you feel, how you look at the world, how you look at people. You know, maybe it's a homeless person that you see on the corner. And every day you see that homeless person, you might say, oh, they're not really homeless. They're just out here collecting money. They probably drive a Mercedes or a Cadillac or some other expensive car, and they're not really homeless. Maybe, maybe that's true. Maybe it isn't true. But what I'm talking about is you. I'm talking about you being better than yesterday. I'm not talking about them, the homeless person on the corner that may or may not be homeless, according to you. I'm talking about the emotions you feel when you see them. Again, these are negative emotions. You feel a certain way about that person. So, what do you do to change that? Again, there's many things you can do. One, when you see that person, you can say, I don't know their situation. Instead of saying, oh, they're probably going to have plenty of money and they're faking being homeless. You can say, I don't know how they got into that situation. I don't know how they became that way. And you can even think about, let's say there's a person that's faking that they're homeless. Maybe they are. Maybe they're not. But what if they are? Let's think about why in their life the only way they feel they can make money is by scamming people. How did they get into that position? You know, did they get an education? Were they abused as a child and feel that everything is dog eat dog in order to survive? Maybe, maybe not. But again, I'm talking about your emotions and you how you handle that situation when you see it. If you handle it in a negative way, it's not good for you. You are only hurting yourself. So try to be better than yesterday. And it'll make you feel better. You will lose some of the stress that you carry with you. Because when you lighten yourself and lose some of this negativity that you have inside you, it gives you an opportunity to address other things in your life that may truly be bothering you, and for good reason. You know, maybe you're bothered because a grown sibling has gotten strung out on drugs and you can't do anything about it. Maybe this sibling has used you, stolen from you, said awful things to you. Maybe you've had to bail them out of jail numerous times and you feel angry about that. And it's okay to feel angry about that and upset about that. These are natural emotions, but once you feel these things, what are you going to do the next time to better handle that situation? So maybe instead of being angry at the person, you can have some compassion and empathy for that person, your sibling that's going through all of this. And again, always ask the question, why? Why do you have these emotions? Why do you show anger instead of compassion? These are things that we can do better. And it's not all about anger. Maybe you don't spend enough time with your children, if you have children. But it doesn't only have to be children. Maybe you don't spend enough time with your friends. And you're always blowing off your friends, Hey, let's go out, let's do this, let's do it. And I don't have time. I don't want to do it. Or always making excuses so you don't have to spend time with your friends. Again, this is when you start to ask yourself, why? Why do I not want to spend time with my friends? And maybe the next time, instead of immediately saying no, just say yes. And you may still not want to go out and hang out with your friends, but maybe you'll go out and have a good time. Maybe you'll go out and you'll have an awful time. And then you'll ask yourself again, why? Why did I have an awful time? Maybe it's that you need to find new friends that you have more in common with. Maybe that's it. It could be that simple. But it can take you from walking around with negative energy and turning it into positive energy. And it's okay to, sometimes in life, we move on to different friends because we grow, we change. So the friends we had in our 20s may not be the friends we have in our 30s. So let's be better than yesterday. Anything you do in your life on any given day, you may have negative emotions about it. But think about it. How can I handle that better? What can I do tomorrow to make that situation better? Because it's all about you and a healthy you and a loving you and a compassionate you and a person that has empathy and love. Because when you can handle some of these things better, when you can change the way you interact with people, it not only makes it better for you, it makes it better for them. You know, I had to go back to work. That's a funny thing. But I work with many different types of people every day. And many of them have anger towards each other. They're talking bad about each other, back and forth all the time. I hear it bad, 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 all of this negative talk. The other person can't do anything right. That person doesn't know how to do it. This person, all of this negative, negative, negative. It is just negative, and I get it in both sides of my ear. But when they're all around me, I will tend to say positive things after all of the negative stuff they say. I'll say something positive in a kind, loving type voice, very positive, and they'll make comments. Wow, you sure are positive. And they say it like it's a negative thing. And I say, well, I try to look at the best of situations, but I watch the change in them where they start acting kinder towards each other whenever I'm around. And one person will say to me when the other one isn't around, wow, they were really nice to me today. I wonder what's wrong. And of course, I don't say anything. But it's the power of being positive and not taking sides in all of their negative talk. It would be very easy for me to take sides, even if what they're saying is true. But I don't take any sides on that stuff. It doesn't matter. It doesn't do anything positive. So, with me trying to do better than yesterday, it also affects them. And I see it on a daily basis. And it's a really good thing for us. So then you can smile when you go into work or go into a situation that you may usually not want to be in. Examine your day, examine how it went, and try to do something better the next day. That's a big deal. Now, I haven't seen anyone come up to the stage because I still can do a free reading before it gets too late because I'm just about ready to end this show. But if you did want a free reading, I would do one for you. I also do know that my readings are very sensitive and very personal. When I do these readings live, I try not to give too much information because some things may be very personal. But also remember that you can always get not a free reading, you can get a paid private reading, and it's $60 for an hour. And we can talk about many things. And I also do medium readings so I can connect to people on the other side. So just know that, and it's okay. Yes, I think my producer has something to say.
I do.
Yes.
We have, I think you greeted Elaine at the top of the show.
Yes.
Well, we also have Shannon and Coco.
Shannon and Coco. Oh, yes, I did see Coco. Hi, Coco and Shannon. Is Shannon the Shannon we know?
Yes.
Oh, really? Hi, Shannon. It's good to see you, or good to know you're here because I don't see you right now. Or maybe I do.
Don't scare people.
Ah, yeah, you know what? I know what I do makes people nervous. That I can feel their souls and their emotions. Um, but what I do is all a positive thing. Um, it's to make you feel good and have some relief and release, both actually. Uh, it's the things about yourself, some things that you may know, some things you may not know, that you don't know why you do certain things. Um, but in no way is it meant to uh, hurt you or make you feel bad. So, but I do understand that. And I am not a mind reader. So I don't know all of your thoughts. I don't know. My producer's giving me the side eye, which she should not be doing. But I do not know all of your thoughts. I feel your emotions. So, which is completely different. So, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. All right. Well, I think I'm going to close out the show. That's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to play some outro music. There we go. So, remember, every Tuesday night, check out The Soul Reader with me, Anthony Cordova. You can still get a free reading for now, but you can get a free reading. And that's every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. And that is at knowtobestill.com/podcast. And you can check out the show on YouTube and Facebook also. But tomorrow night, wow, we can check out I'm Right, and that's every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. And to check out that show, and that's with Jill and I, that's our favorite show to do, and that's the one most people come to. So, but you can check that out at jillcoxcordova.com and click on the podcast tab, and also you can watch it there on YouTube and Facebook. Yay! And look, another show. Poetic People Fighting Racism, and that's every other Saturday night. The next show is this Saturday night, which is April 6th, and that is April 6th. When's my next show?
The 20th.
What day is today? Oh,
the 16th.
Right. 20th, that is. How about that? So yeah, check that out. That's at 9 p.m. Eastern. All right. So I think that's just about it. I do want to thank you all for coming. I really do. And there it is. Thank you for watching. I love you all. Thank you for coming. And hopefully next time I'll see you. So love you. Bye.